Once upon a time, in a cozy British woodland nestled beneath the gnarled roots of an ancient oak tree, lived a badger named Barney. Now, Barney was a kind and friendly fellow, and his burrow, well, it was always in a terrible mess. See, Barney loved nothing more than digging in the dirt, snuffling around for tasty worms and tunneling under the forest floor. But alas, he had absolutely no knack for tidying. Socks lay strewn about, half-eaten berries stained the floor, and books were piled precariously in every corner. Oh, it was a cozy mess, but a mess nonetheless. And so it was on this particular morning that Barney was rummaging through his rubbish in search of his favorite digging shovel. He tossed aside a muddy sock, nearly tripped over a pile of nuts, and pulled out a half-eaten mushroom before letting out an exasperated huff. To make matters worse, the more he searched, the messier his burrow became. What was a badger to do? Well, Barney decided to visit his friend, Felicity, the fox. Now, Felicity was the neatest and most orderly creature in the whole wide wood. Her den was a picture of cleanliness and organization. Every berry had its own basket, every leaf its own pile, and every shiny stone had its own special spot. It was so easy to find things in Felicity's den. No rummaging or shuffling or searching was ever needed. And Felicity herself was always so calm and serene, she never seemed to have a care in the world. So when Barney explained his predicament, she simply smiled and said, "Why don't you take a deep breath, relax and tidy up your mess?" And though Barney really didn't feel like tidying, he followed Felicity's advice. Much to his surprise, it actually wasn't so bad. Putting things in piles, sorting through his clutter, and finding new places for his treasures was kind of fun. And once he finished, he beamed with pride. Not only did his burrow look amazing, but he could easily find anything he wanted. In fact, while looking for his special digging shovel, he discovered an entire box of rainbow-colored buttons under a stack of leaves. Who knew a messy badger could have so many treasures? As Barney happily munched on his newly polished stones, Felicity sat down beside him and said, "You know, Barney, it's not that hard to keep things tidy. All you need is a little bit of organization and a whole lot of heart." Barney nodded, realizing that keeping things tidy wasn't just about cleanliness, it was about making life easier, more fun, and full of pleasant surprises. From that day on, Barney made sure to tidy his burrow every morning. Not only did he stop losing his favorite digging shovel, but he also found all sorts of wonderful treasures, like a pair of sparkly silver scissors, a teapot made of pure gold, and a library of fascinating books. And though Barney's burrow wasn't always perfectly neat and orderly, it was certainly a whole lot tidier than before. The end.